Hello, and welcome to Construction Programs and Results newsletter. I'm Michael Stone, and I will be sharing our newsletter with you. We will be leaving for our trip to Mexico in just 4 weeks. This will be a great opportunity to relax, get some raise, and spend time with some really good people. You can get all the details on our website at markupandprofit.com/adventure. This link is also in the details below. We hope you'll join us. I also would like to say that although I'm working less now, I'm still available for coaching. If you're having problems with your business, let's schedule a quick call and determine if we can get you back on the right track. Since 1998, we have helped turn around over 90% of the contractors who've come to us for help. Don't be bashful, don't be shy, give us a call. Now, our newsletter. Why cash flow is important. It's easy to define cash flow in construction-related business. Cash flows in when you collect payments on jobs. Cash flows out when you pay your suppliers, subs, employees, and overhead expenses. Like every business, a construction-related business must have more cash flowing in than flowing out, or the business owner will be scrambling to pay bills. Positive cash flow is critical for long-term survival for every business. A homeowner posted this question on our website, and this illustrates what can happen when a construction business fails. They wrote, "I'm starting the process of a kitchen remodel and am so confused about all this markup and overhead stuff. I have priced out all the individual pieces, the cabinets, the countertops, the flooring, even electrical and plumbing. I know that I am paying for the contractor to organize and execute the project. I'm paying for their knowledge and craftsmanship. My question is, will there be transparency in all the budgeting? Will I expect to see what they paid for cabinets and what I'm being charged? I know that contractors charge a certain percentage or markup, but is that off the job cost charges they get, like on cabinets? I have to say this is very confusing. Should I be able to ask for receipts from each item purchased from a vendor or from a subcontractor work?" I should have prefaced this with, we had a contractor quit a recent project and it was almost 80% done. He just packed up and left, sending us an email that said, "This is to inform you that we have been asked to stop work on all projects." Then, come to find out, many of the suppliers and subs were not paid. Lumber supplier, electrical, painter, plumber. We contacted a lawyer, but were told it would cost us more to fight than it was worth. We ended up making deals with several of the suppliers and subcontractors to reduce their charges because they knew we had gotten screwed. I don't want to make the same mistake twice, but I don't want to be a penny pinching pain in the arse for our new contractor either. Any suggestions or good sources for the homeowners would be appreciated. That's the end of their note. Now, when a homeowner selects their contractors based on price, that contractor almost always doesn't have enough money in the job to pay their suppliers and subs, let alone meet payroll and pay themselves for physically working on the job. That's a cash flow problem. To make up the deficit, they use funds from the next job to pay bills on past or current jobs. When the stream of available cash finally dries up, as it always does, the last client loses. This homeowner was the last client. I told the homeowner that the likely reason their contractor left the job was because he was in debt, because he didn't charge enough for his work. I also gently said they were asking the questions a penny pinching pain in the arse would ask. It's always painful to hear about a contractor who suddenly leaves a job and walks away from their bills. I believe most construction-related business owners fall into 4 categories. A-list contractors. They run their business like a business. They learn how to estimate their work. They know how to calculate the markup their business needs to survive, and they may use that markup every time. They recognize when a client might be a problem, like those clients looking for the lowest price, and they let another contractor who doesn't know any better take those jobs. Their contract is detailed enough to protect both them and their client. They don't make changes without a change work order. They do what they promise, starting and finishing their jobs on time, communicating with their clients in good times and bad, and paying their bills on time so their clients don't have to worry about liens. Cash flow is seldom a problem for A-list contractors because their price is what they need to pay for all the job costs, cover their overhead, and set aside a reasonable profit. B-list contractors operate like a business most of the time. They do many things right, but still fall into the trap of lowering their price when pressured. They trust customers to do the right thing, so they don't always get signed change work orders before making a change, and sometimes that bites them. Their contracts aren't detailed, and their payment schedules are often poorly structured, leaving them with occasional cash flow problems, i.e., not enough money in the bank to pay their bills. Many B-list contractors, when they get tired of losing money or getting taken advantage of, tighten up their business practices and become A-list contractors. There are more A and B-list contractors today than 20 years ago when our book, Markup and Profit, A Contractor's Guide, was first published. Our goal has been to see more contractors succeed, and we're making great progress. But there are still way too many C and D-list contractors around. C-list contractors run their business like a hobby, sometimes making living, sometimes losing money. They want to run an honest business. They want to quote a fair price to their clients, but they don't know how to estimate their work, and they have no idea what their markup should be. Because they aren't confident in their price, they quote. When the homeowner begins to push for a lower price, they give in. They focus on what is fair to the homeowner, not on what is fair to their business. Cash flow is always an issue with C-list contractors. If they're married, their spouse's income is a necessary means of support for the family because the business income is dependable. D-list contractors. These are the guys, the ones you hear about or read about in the news. They are either con artists or complete flakes. I'm convinced these are a very small minority of contractors, even though they get most of the attention. C and D-list contractors almost always are the lowest price contractors. My guess is that the homeowner hired a C-list contractor, someone who knew how to do the work and wanted to do the right thing, but they didn't know how to price their work, and it all caught up with them. Many C-list contractors find help and learn how to estimate their work and calculate their price. They change their business practices and become an A or B-list contractor. Their cash flow improves, and when they stop trying to be the lowest price contractor, they instead work with clients who understand the importance of hiring a quality contractor who will stay in business. If they don't, they eventually go out of business, almost always deeply in debt. Pricing jobs correctly is the first step to positive cash flow. Calculate the markup you need based on your overhead expenses and your profit needs. Estimate the costs you'll incur to build the job, then apply your markup to that estimated cost, and that's the correct sales price. That price will provide enough money to pay all the bills for that job, as well as your overhead and profit needs. The industry is different today than it was 20 years ago, and so are our clients. Many building owners are beginning to realize that contractors aren't hired hands. They're professionals who are providing a service and deserve to be paid accordingly. When you find a prospective client who is fussing about how much you'll be paid, or how to price your work. Walk away. You need to make a fair profit on every job. If your client wants to decide how much profit is fair, or if they insist on being educated on the details of your business finances, let another contractor take the job. Operate like an A-list contractor and take care of your family. If you need help, let me know. Thank you for watching, and may the profits be with you.